All right, so the A's made a pretty big move today as they called up top prospect in their organization, catcher Shea Langeliers, up to the majors. And yeah, top prospect. He's been incredible this year. Obviously acquired in the Matt Olson trade back in March. And, fans thought, we need a good return for Matt Olson. And it's looking pretty good so far. He's only 24 years old, Langeliers. He's the former number 9 overall pick out of Baylor. And he's been pretty incredible this year. He's batted .283. Average 19 home runs, played with the Aviators the whole year, and 19 doubles in just 92 games for the Las Vegas Aviators. And so he's a skilled defender. He played in the Futures game. He was MVP of the Futures game. He got a nice throw out at third, and he also hit a homer in that game, so that was really cool to see. And so it kind of put him on, the spotlight on him, and I thought, he's going to get called up soon. The only concern is obviously we have Sean Murphy at catcher, so I thought maybe the A's at the deadline will trade Sean Murphy. That didn't end up happening, so maybe we'll have one at DH. Now, part of this transaction, the A's released Stephen Piscotty, and I know he has not been the player that he has been in the past. It's sort of a Jed Lowry situation. He's been with us for a while. We've loved having Stephen Piscotty. I have a jersey of him. He's a great guy, but I think, his time was over. I think a lot of people sort of expected that. So it's sad. I want to thank Stephen Piscotty. He's been nothing but, a pleasure to have as a player, as a person. I mean, he's a great guy, but honestly, he hasn't been the same player he's been. So for that reason, he's gone. But yeah, I think really what the A's are going to do is probably have Sean Murphy at DH, probably just test out who's the better defender, Langeliers or Murphy. So yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens with that. But honestly, I think Langeliers is a guy that they want to be part of their future. I think he's a guy that has the capability to be a star. And so I think really this move is good. I think a lot of people thought this might come in September, but I think giving him a month or two in the majors before next year can really test him and see how can he adapt. Maybe he'll spend more time in the minors. Maybe they'll send him back down. We'll see. But for right now, I think, the A's, they need something to change. They need a little pop in their lineup, and I'm not against this move at all. They also put Ramon Laureano on the IL, just, only the 15-day IL, I believe, so nothing too crazy, but yeah. Also, Langeliers will reach arbitration eligibility after 2025 and would hit free agency in the 2028-29 season. So, we got to just think about that because the A's don't like keeping their players. Who knows? If Howard Terminal's approved at that point and Langeliers is a star, maybe they'll be willing to spend more money. But it's the type of thing that's like, we have a sort of a timeline for these players, and after that expiration date, if you will, expires, they get traded. And so we want to have a guy like this long term. And so, yeah, we'll see what happens. A's get Shea Langeliers up to the bigs. Let me know your guys' thoughts. I'll see you guys later. And yeah, go A's.